Well, good morning everyone. On this trip we leave Brampton Island fairly early in the morning, head over to Keswick St Bees Islands, and hopefully we were going to pick up a mooring there, but unfortunately there was none available, and as the tide really tears through that particular channel, we decided we'd head over to Scawfell Island and spend a night over there, which was quite enjoyable. So here we go, let's get on our way. Good morning. It's Monday today, 14th of August. We're at Brampton Island. We had a lovely night here last night, spectacular sunset, and lovely dinner. We had a steak from Whitsunday Butchery this week and last night, and it was delicious. Steak and chips and vegetables, thank you, Kylie. And we're woken up this morning to another spectacular day here at Brampton, and we're going to head around. The decision's been made. We're going to head around to St Bees and have a bit of a look around there, maybe walk along the beach, and if the water temperature warms up above 17 degrees, which it was yesterday, I might go for a snorkel because there's some pretty good reefs and things around there. So that's our game plan. So we've got up, we've had breakfast, we had avocado pear on toast because we've got some avocados on special back on the Whitsundays. So we've had that with some homemade bread that Kylie made. Hey?
Avocado pear?
Well, that's what I call them, avocado on toast, not pear apparently. But thank you for correcting me on that, Kylie. And we've got up, so we've made all our plans, we've checked the weather, and it's a beautiful day, variable 0 to 10 knots is the forecast. And we've updated the news, we've booted up Starlink this morning and caught up with all our social media, and it's time to get on the roll. So we'll take you on a trip. It's only about 13 mile, I think, so hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. And because we're going fairly slow because we've got a lure out the back trying to catch something, probably just catch the bottom of the ocean, but never mind. And so we'll take it, that'll charge up our batteries using the alternator and the solar, and we haven't had to run the genset since we've left early, which has been nice. So here we go. Righto, well I think I finally got you going. We're just coming into the channel between Keswick Island and St Bees Island. There's a lot of houses on here, which has had a bit of controversy from what I understand, where the Chinese started to lock the Aussies out off the island. They bought a fair bit of property here and closed the airport down. Something along those lines anyway, I'm not exactly sure what's going on. Obviously pretty crowded here today. We were thinking of going right down to the bottom down there. There's some reasonable scuba diving down there. Not that I'm looking forward to getting in the water, but it has warmed up to 18 degrees. So we'll see how that goes for us. But it's an interesting little spot. A friend of ours has told us to go to Deserted Beach, whichever one that is, and have a look there.
Most of them at this time of the year, I think.
Yes, especially given this.
It's 20 degrees.
Yeah. Pretty nice houses though. That one right up the top of the hill looks alright. That's the airport just ahead there. Obviously only lands light planes. Fairly short runway. Alright, we'll see how we go. He's just stopped to pull his painter in a little shorter, and it shows you how fast the tide's drifting back. We've dropped from about 6.5 knots to 4.6.
And he's gone backwards fast.
He sure is. Not a bad little spot.
We're about to get that wash.
Yep.
Yeah, good morning.
He's let the tender go.
We've probably got a dead whale out there, Island.
Dead whale?
I'm not sure whether it's got a like a baby whale with it.
Yes, sir. All I can do is report it to fisheries, over.
No worries, I can give you the coordinates if you'd like, over.
Yes, please, sir. Give us the coordinates.
South 20 degrees, 50.335. East 148 degrees, 56.
On the radio, someone reporting a dead whale down the Newry Islands.
Copied, lovely. Thank you for that. I'll report it to fisheries. BMR Mackay standing by.
Thanks very much, Mackay. Lucky out.
Well, we've had a slight change of plans. We tried picking up a mooring back in the channel between Scawfell and St Bees Island. Oh, not Scawfell, St Bees and Keswick Island. And they had do not use tags on them from marine parks. Then the Marines Park boat came up behind us and picked one up. So worked that one out. Anyway, so we're heading over to Scawfell Island now, which is over there. And we're going with the tide. So Sam's believing turtle will do 9 knots with the right conditions.
Hitching a ride and drive.
Saw another couple of whales doing their thing. It's been a lovely trip. Even got my shirt off today. What? 9.1. Sam's believing. So we've obviously got a fair bit of tide with us at the moment. So what we thought, we'd head down to Digby Island tomorrow, which is about a 40 nautical mile run. And we're going to leave early in the morning so that we pick the incoming tide, which should push us down there. And we'll go past all the big ships and everything at Hay Point loading coal. So that's the plan for today. Sick of taking pictures of whales. That's a big one.
Oh, wow.
What was that? It's belly.
Yeah.
So we're halfway between Scawfell and Keswick. Or St Bees and Keswick. St Bees and Scawfell. I think I know where I am.
Scawfell was a big one right in front of it, you told me.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the camera to work on us coming into Scawfell, but we're here now. We did a marvellous job of picking up the mooring. Wiley was excellent at the helm. And here we are in this little boat. We've picked up a marine park mooring, which is a fair bit of insurance, I suppose, more than anything. But that's it down there. Always put on a safety line, so if something happens to the bridle, we've got this spare line here that also hangs onto it. So we've got a bit of backup. There's another mooring over here, which I imagine this guy in the Riviera is going to pick up.
Let's see if you can do it half as well.
Certainly looks like it. He's got wifey on the bow. I'm just talking to the GoPro, darling. It is a nice boat. Bit of stage fright.
The only woman who drives on the moorings other than Karen.
Yeah. We're having a roast chicken tonight, and Kylie's getting stuck into making the stuffing for it. I'm just saying about the lovely dinner you're going to cook up for this evening, darling.
For the roast chicken, and I'm watching the rib come in real fast.
You've got a very fairly short boat hook on that. Yeah. Well, we're rocking a bit. We might have to put the stabiliser thingies
Well, I
out.
think that's old mate coming in at bloody 5 knots.
What sort of knots is it?
At least 5 he's doing. Bloody. Oh, it's going to be close.
He's ready for it. We didn't even need the bow thruster today.
Didn't need to burn out reverse either. No, that swell was old buddy there. Honey, that's why you drive it on.
They've done well. Anyway, great trip. Thanks for all your help, Cookie. Sitting in my chair all the way. She thinks there's some bugs in this tray, and she'll sit there and stare in that watering hole of that pot for hours on end, waiting for a bug to come out or something. Keeps us amused anyway. We're going to go into the beach here at Scawfell. It's extremely low tide, so I don't know if we're going to be able to get in, but we'll give it a try. But it's nice looking around the coral here anyway. Very colourful. The coral's a bit ordinary, but coral. Becoming quite a popular little anchorage just now. We had another 4 or 5 boats pull in since we got here. Unfortunately, this particular camera I can't put in the water, otherwise I'll give you an underwater view. I'm not getting in at 17 degrees.
God.
Might be able to get ashore here. Casuarina trees up on the beach. Very shallow and low tide.
They go straight in there, you'll be fine. You stay away from the rocks.
Not a bad little camping area. Yep, let's see what they've got. There's certainly a lot of people around fishing in some runabouts, so I dare say they're camped here for the weekend. I think it's a long weekend in Brisbane for the show. All pretty basic, but a table's a table, saves you bringing one. Nestled amongst the casuarina trees. It's like a bit of a creek behind here. We've got a water tank too. Long drop without a door. Oh no, he's got a door. Even toilet paper, gee. Not a bad place for a campsite. Should be water in it because I've had a fair bit of rain. Yep, she's full. Better turn that off, or they won't be full for long. There's a big boat coming around. What's Kylie doing? I got a shot of us walking away from the camera. Yeah, now we should turn around and walk back home. Towards the
Oh,
camera.
that one wasn't staged, was it? I thought you did that with the model too.
These sort of things, you just put the romantic music. It's very low tide. But I don't remember these facilities being here last time we were here, which was two a year ago, 21. So we'll go and check them out. Well, we've just had a lovely roast dinner. Thank you, Kylie.
You're welcome.
And have a look at this for a backdrop. We're at Scawfell Island, and wow is all I can say. These are the sort of special moments you get when you, how would you say, cruising in North Queensland this time of year. Wow. Well, tomorrow we're heading down towards Digby Island, which is got a soft spot in our hearts. So we're going to head down there tomorrow morning, which is about 40 nautical miles. So we'll get underway fairly early in the morning, catch a bit of a lift with the tide, and probably see more whales. See you in the morning.